Hey everyone, welcome to a new patch note breakdown for Fortnite Ballistic version 34.30. Up until now we've mostly seen small tweaks to the mode, but this time we've actually gotten a big content drop. First up, Unranked is back, but it's been rebranded as Test Grounds. This playlist is where you'll find all the new maps, gadgets and weapons. And yes, you heard that right, maps with an S. Because not only did they finally release the already announced Hammerfall, but also a brand new map called Storm Chaser Cove. While Hammerfall is open and vertical, Storm Chaser is tight and built for close quarter chaos. As expected, these are shell maps, meaning textures aren't final and Epic can still tweak the layout based on feedback. We've got new gadgets too. The fire grenade is basically a Molotov cocktail. If you've ever played a shooter before, you already know what to do with this thing. It sets an area on fire and everyone standing in it takes damage over time. The second gadget is basically Nitro Spray. It boosts movement, reload speed and weapon swap time. And supposedly you can plant the bomb faster too.
Nice.
There are also two new weapons in the mix, the Burst Assault Rifle and the Sovereign Sniper. They're meant to be more affordable picks for the eco rounds. And yes, we've got a new ranked season. This one's called R&D 1, which is Epic's way of saying, yep, we're still in early access. As if the game didn't already make that painfully obvious. They also teased a few upcoming features. The most important one, a proper tutorial. Finally. Also things like being able to view the scoreboard after you've been eliminated. Explosive gadgets are finally getting damage fall off, so no more god tier grenades. Sorry Denial, you'll live. And they've updated some of the audio too. These announcements are more nice to have though. On top of that, we're getting some bug fixes, most notably reducing load times on console. So that's the patch notes. Now let's talk first impressions. We're obviously happy about the new content. Content and improvements are what keep a mode like this alive. Bringing back the unranked mode is also huge, since now you can play some chill rounds of Ballistic without getting dropped into a sweatfest. That's especially good news for new players and people coming back to the mode. And more players means a bigger pool, which means better matchmaking. But what about the new maps, weapons and gadgets? The Sovereign Sniper does 105 body damage, and the headshot is an insta-kill. For just 1500 credits, it hits pretty hard. But you do have to know how to use it. A hit and switch combo into pistol could be super legit. And with 105 body damage, you're gonna punish anyone who buys only a striker and no shield. If you hit. The Burst Assault Rifle has almost no recoil and is super easy to control if you're standing still. That makes it great for holding angles. But if you're moving, way harder to control. So yeah, either stand still or go practice your aim. Hammerfall is big, really big. Long rotations, lots of travel time. Mobility items are king here. Storm Chaser Cove is the opposite. It's tiny. You run into enemies almost instantly. Defenders are already on site at the start of the round, so they can hold from there. That might actually balance out the map's small size. There's a lot more to say about both maps, which is why we're doing a video on both of them. The fire grenade is fire, literally. Seriously though, it's great for countering plants and diffuses. But it's slow. We're not sure yet if the DPS is high enough to do 150 damage, because so far every enemy just instinctively runs away the second it lands. So yeah, it's doing its job. Unfortunately, or maybe luckily, you can't extinguish the fire with smokes. It would have been super interesting. Other games have that kind of interaction. Overdrive is amazing for rotations. You really feel the difference on big maps like Hammerfall. But even on Skyline it lets you zip in between the sites super fast. I actually found this useful when rotating from A to B. This new content definitely gives the mode a boost. The meta's getting shaken up and there's a lot more room for tactical variety, which will make stacks happy. Public games with randoms might feel even more random, but still, now is a great time to check out the mode again. So let me know what you think of the patch in the comments. Anyway, signature outro to be determined.